compulsive disorder. If you or a loved one is affected by OCD, or you just want to learn more about it, please.
The nervous system. The system of cells, tissues, and organs that regulate the body's responses to internal and external stimuli. It consists of the brain, spinal cord, nerves, ganglia, and organs. Tasting, smelling, seeing, hearing, painting, writing, dreaming, breathing, heart beating, and sleeping. You couldn't do any of these things without your central nervous system.
Obsessive compulsive disorder, or also known as OCD, is an anxiety disorder characterized by obsessional thoughts, which the individual experiences as disturbing. These thoughts are accompanied by compulsive thoughts or behaviors which temporarily relieve the individual's anxiety. Obsessions are intrusive thoughts, images, or impulses that the individual perceives as senseless for at least some part of the disorder. Compulsions are repetitive, intentional behaviors or mental acts performed in response to an obsession and specifically function to suppress or neutralize discomfort and/or.
People who suffer from this disorder fear of contamination from a variety of sources, germs, or disease. They may fear of disastrous events like a burglary or fire, or they may fear of engaging in impulsive activities, or one person may feel is immorally wrong, such as hurting themselves or child.
While some children may experience OCD, symptoms usually begin when a person reaches adolescence. While everyone has a tendency to double-check to make sure that the doors are locked or the stove is turned off when leaving the house, the compulsions of OCD sufferers are so great that they may interfere with daily life. Individuals with the disorder have been known to wash their hands for hours at a time or to rearrange and clean their household several times throughout the day. They usually recognize that their behavior is irrational, but they have no control over their actions.
The cause of obsessive-compulsive disorder has not yet been found. Many researchers believe that it may be inherited. If one person in a family has OCD, there's a 25% chance of another family member will also have the condition. Stress or other physiological factors may also contribute to the development of OCD. One popular theory is that the OCD is caused by low levels of serotonin neurotransmitter. Neurotransmitters are chemicals that occur in the brain. They are responsible for delivering electrical signals from one nerve cell to another, and help control many of the mental activities that occur.
Some researchers think that OCD develops when the brain produces too much or too little of some particular neurotransmitter. In such a case, nerve messages cannot travel smoothly from one part of the brain to another. They may begin to recycle, that is, to travel again and again across the same set of nerves. This constant repetition of nerve messages might be responsible for the repetitive behavior characteristics of compulsion.
Obsessive-compulsive disorder can cause extreme distress and occupies a great deal of time in treating, coping, and realization. OCD can also interfere with a person's work, social life, and relationships. When some people with OCD are unable to recognize their obsessions and compulsions are unrealistic and unreasonable. This is called OCD with poor insight. We'll be right back with how OCD affects homeostasis.
Now, time for a commercial break. Are you or a loved one suffering from OCD? Well, worry no more. We have a treatment.
Gabe, time for dinner.
1 minute. I'm going to be as dry as the desert. I just washed my hands. I don't want to get them dirty again.
Gabe, come downstairs.
1 minute.
Is this something that your child is suffering from? Well, suffer no more. We have a OCD therapy center for you.
Is this your son?
Yes.
What are his problems?
He has a bad case of OCD.
Well, I will help you. Now, therapy is probably the only and the best way to treat OCD. Now, Gabe, turn the light on. Don't turn it off. No, don't turn it off. Turn it back on. Now, don't turn it off. Now, don't wash your hands. And come over here with me. Now, you see this, Gabe?
Yeah.
That's a toilet.
Yeah.
Touch it.
No.
Touch it.
No.
You have to cure your OCD. Good. Now, I want you to place your entire hand on it.
No.
Those are the ways to treat OCD.
If you're interested in treatment for your son or daughter, please call the number on the bottom of the screen, 1-800-I.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, human homeostasis refers to the body's ability to psychologically regulate its inner environment to ensure its stability in response to different conditions to the outside environment. OCD affects homeostasis by possibly altering your sleep patterns, possible mood, reasoning, and swings. Your thinking and movement can be changed also due to OCD. The neurotransmitters in your brain control these functions, and because of OCD, the neurotransmitters are being disrupted.
One system OCD affects is the immune system, which is a system that biological structures and processes within an organism that protects you against disease by identifying and killing pathogens. Depending on what your OCD is, it is possible to affect your immune system. A commonly known symptom is staying away from germs, like washing your hands constantly. This can disrupt your immune system because then your body never learns how to fight off invaders and pathogens, because you're always clean. It is normal to be dirty and get sick every once in a while.
Another system that it can possibly affect is the digestive system. The digestive system mechanically and chemically breaks down food into smaller components that are more easily absorbed into the bloodstream. It can affect your digestive system if your OCD has problems with dealing with eating or eating certain types of food. The circulatory system is an organ system that also could be affected. The circulatory system is an organ system that passes nutrients to and from cells in the body to help fight diseases and help stabilize body temperatures and pH levels to maintain homeostasis. OCD can disrupt the system by increasing blood pressure due to stress, which causes an increase of probably contracting cardiovascular disease.
Approximately 5% of the population is said to have obsessive compulsive disorder. Some American researchers believe that there may be as many as 5 million OCD cases in the USA. Perhaps we'll never know for sure. People with OCD tend to keep silent about their condition. Typically, OCD cases live with their problem for around 10 years before they seek help. No one knows for sure, but researchers say that in the world it is possible for anywhere between 8 million and 12 million cases in OCD around the world. Many people with OCD say that they have lost jobs and destroyed marriages because of their conditions. The Obsessive Compulsive Disorder Foundation in Milford, Connecticut, estimates that OCD costs about $8 billion.
Can stress affect OCD? Yes, it is typical to notice a worsening of OCD symptoms during stressful periods. Stress does not cause OCD, but a stressful event like a death of a loved one, birth of a child, or divorce can actually trigger the onset of a disorder or exacerbate it.
Thank you for watching.
We hope you enjoyed.
Bye.